Good evening. Allow me to plug in my headset for you all. All right, that'll kick the audio up a notch. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am known as Dark of the DLD After Dark. Yet it would be challenging to have a show that was after dark when dark is still present. I'll leave you with that. We have a few things that we are going to discuss tonight. One specifically being the fact that this is episode 88. I find that the only thing to do is to pay homage to Maverick. You know, Maverick is someone that I've looked up to since I was a little boy. And as I grow as an older adult man, there are just lessons that I constantly pull from him. Always hold 8 in a tube, 1 in the pipe. Go cheap, never pay full price. Being adequate is okay. Mild blue finishes are okay. And most importantly, the fact that pistol grips should come factory with every single unit that is sold. Is this news? Is it, it's beyond me. But more from Maverick is that no matter what, if he has anything to do with it, he would never, ever let Goose down. Get ready for it, y'all. Okay, so we're going to get started. Bam! Yeah, how you like that background, huh? Bam! Switched it up a little bit tonight. Had to grab the old tea stain flag. It's hard to tell, but it's a tea stain flag, meaning that there is an appearance of tea all over it. For you history buffs out there. So, I'd like to first start, most importantly, with a prayer. Maverick 80, I'm just kidding. That's too blasphemous for me. I want to so badly, but I know that would just be too far for some, okay? And I have one, and it's right here. But man. You want the whiteboard back? Oh. Masses, I'm going to let you down. Don't step on that. If anybody can teach you, dirt is the one that can teach you. No step on snake. You launch snake 40 yards with a 12 gauge or 20 gauge or whatever it was. Dear Almighty Shadi, you prepare my Maverick 88 for war. Oh, man. Yeah, no. I was going to do like Yeah, it would have been bad. It would have been bad. Totally blasphemous and sacrilegious, and it just wouldn't have been right. Um, but it is. So, all jokes aside, y'all, I'm no matter how long, I've been building or buying or, you know, running rounds at the range, like no matter what, I still cannot defeat the fact that I enjoy inexpensive things, right? Like I'm an 870 dude, hands down. I run an 870 like a sewing machine. Like that is like my comfort. Can I run other shotties? For sure, all day. Like any shotty you throw in my hands, I'm going to be able to run it. What's up, Faith? Anything you throw in my hands, I'll be able to run it, no doubt. My preference is 870s. Already, 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 bro? Really? Was it something I said? Was it like what? How is this even possible? How could you discern that within 5 minutes? Is it because it says freedom in my thumbnail? Is like I I don't know. I don't know. I mean, technically, I kind of started this out like we didn't say one thing at all. You know what? Tonight we're gonna do a stream for 3.5 hours of just me sitting like this, with the occasional like, and maybe I don't know, the occasional like, you know. But dude, it's like the purpose of this. I know like a lot of these are just like chats, right? But the purpose of this is to get the information out to others. And the first thing that they do is cut they crimp the hose. Like, why, dude? Why? What is it? What is it that we discuss is so poisonous for everyone out there? So now, of course, the video is not going to show up in recommended feeds. The video is not going to show up in, you know, search. Oh, man. It'll show up for you. You know why it'll show up for you? Because you're subscribed. It'll make it look like if I go into my other channel, it'll be like, boom, first thing it shows me is DLD After Dark is live. Click. But they will not show it to other people. They will not show it. And then people may be like getting curious, like, oh, let me check out the channel. Oh, soil health. That's an interesting conversation. Oh, building freedom. That's an interesting conversation. Oh, wow. I can get these things at these places for these prices that I can get nowhere else. That's excellent. Oh, wow. They farm bees. Oh, wow. They purify water. Oh, wow. That, like, bro, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm kind of hot. I'm kind of hot. And I'm hot because within 5 minutes, with less than 4 minutes of talk time, they made their decision. Mm, yeah. John Rice. I'll catch it on replay. Yeah, no, it's okay. I'm sorry. I'm back. I'm back. Liberty and self-reliance is antidote for tyranny. The YT branch of government can't have any of that, bro. I know it. Guys, so today we're going to talk about makeup. Here I have some blush. We're just going to use a little bit of blush for the undertone. Okay, this is Madagascar hazelnut, and I got this from Sephora. And this over here we have is some magenta, light magenta. What do you think? What do you think? How do I look? Let me grab some lipstick. This is Tickle Me Pink, and then I'll top it off with some toner. We'll have to. I need some more. There you go. There you go. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Now we just need to mix it in here. Let's use some. Okay. All right. Just stay tuned here. Just just gonna blend it here. Okay. Oh yeah. You see, that just covers up the day. Okay. No matter what. Okay, you've had a rough day, a little oily, okay, a little dry. Honey, they won't even notice a thing, okay? I like to kind of evenly apply it, right? Okay. Like to cover up a little bit of my facial hair just as I go through hormone therapy. And you gotta get the nose twice, okay? That's the most important thing. And make sure to have an adequate water supply for when you wash off the filth of tyranny and abandonment from the people that are given charge to defend your rights. Mm, mm. Sorry, I'm being very dramatic right now. I'm saving this under my comedy category. Oh man. Sorry, Rick. You walked in and it's like when you open the door at the wrong time and the first thing someone says is nothing. You just don't want to be in there. Um God, I'm just pissed. I can't believe that. And here we are, 10 additional minutes into it. And all we're doing is talking about what they have already done. Like, dude, come on, man. It's wrong. It's wrong. Let me just go through here. You know what? It's all good. This is not the first time it's happened. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. I'm just kidding. Sorry. It's beginning to like happen sooner. It's beginning to like almost like, oh, he's live. Like, I don't get it. I don't get it. But it's okay. We're not going to let them win. So why be sad when you can be angry? Anger is more productive. It is. It is. Anger gives you a sense of urgency. It gives you this odd fulfillment of, yeah, anger can drive you. Anger can also cripple you. There is an unhealthy level of anger as well. Come on, man. Kill the stream and then rename it YouTube is the best and then restart. I should name it like LGBT makeup tutorial. LGBTQI silent number 2, whatever it is. Call of the Void, baby. I know it. I know it. It's calling me. It's calling me, man. Just your average goy. Thank you, brother. Appreciate the super chat. Sent you some pics on your text if you want to share with the class what you can do with the Maverick 88 for under faux hundo. Love you, buddy. Bottle up those emotions. Yeah, no. At least I got a really good makeup tutorial out of it. That will be a great DLD clips for later. It's just so frustrating, man. Because it's just the fact that they stop it, they silence it. I could show you looking at my analytics right now, right? Like, the ones that do have, that have like hundreds and hundreds more views and more subscribers added per live. And like the video drops, oh my God. The video drops are like, you're talking like 1.5 thousand views, 376 views, 1,000 views, 5.3 thousand views, 6.4 thousand views, 228 views. Like, dude, come on. Like, why? Why? Bottle it up. Done. Moving along. Okay, my apologies. So let's go back here. We got a super secret message. Hang on. So I had to communicate with the mod. Okay. $400 out the door after all accessories, including the light Valkyrie. Love my Model 88, plus the safety is on the right place for a pistol grip if you want to go all Jurassic Park on someone's A's. See, okay, so this is the exact same one. So I came across an opportunity to get this exact same one. This is from Not Your Average Goy. It's the Flat Dark Earth. Hold up. Woo! Oh, really? Interesting. Thank you. Okay, so back to it real quick. So this is the most recent Maverick Model 88. That is the Flat Dark Earth furniture. It's got the Flat Dark Earth forend and Flat Dark Earth stock. And I think it's an 8-round tube and one in the pipe, or maybe 7 in one. I can't recall. So, Goal, you may actually have to help me with that. But the local gun shop just had one for 229 doll hairs, and I didn't get it. I am regretting that because I went back that day to get it, and it was gone. And you know what they say: if you find something that you want for a price that you are willing, I like bumpy dark earth. Yeah, I don't like it flat. I like curvy dark earth. If you find something that you are willing, like a price that you're willing to pay for, even if you're not like excited to pay for it, like you're willing to part with the money, and you don't buy it right then at that moment, someone is right behind you that is willing to. Okay, it is 7+1. Got mine for $235. You need a rattle can. The barrel, the finish isn't great. Yeah, it's a really low quality blued, blued steel finish. There's a couple things I want to bring up though. 1 second. Okay. All right. So Now, let me go back here. If you guys saw the James Reeves video recently on the Maverick Model 88, that was an incredible video, and that's like a great breakdown and explanation of, like how far you can push a Maverick 88, a dirt cheap, stupid cheap shoddy, just right from the factory. Now, granted, it's a pump. A lot of pump guns are just extremely, like, brutally reliable. But being that we're like on like the James Reeves kick here, and a lot of you guys know that James Reeves is a friend of the channel, and he's also like our equivalent to the Ryan Gosling of our channel. Um, Goy, this is for you because you sent a super chat. This is your video. That's for you, buddy. And rest assured that there's a few more where that comes from. Yeah, it's hard. Well, so it is hard to mess up a pump shoddy. However, um, he's also a New Orleans man of the law. Yeah, for real. Um, that was from the 80s video, and I got a couple great, just incredible video like snippets of him shooting in his, yeah, as in a lawyer. Yeah, he is a firearms attorney. Oh, Goy. This is for you as well. Oh, hopefully you can see that. Lead free, baby. Goy. Yeah. So what I'll do is because I can't get like a super cool Wolverines thing, you guys will get a very special, unique James Reeves flick when there's a super chat. Not to. I'm not asking for super chats. Like, don't get it twisted. Um, I'm just saying that. Yes. Oh, the next one queued up is beautiful. Cannot wait for that one. I'm just gonna start doing that just to kind of make things a little bit more fun. We gotta have fun with it. Boom. Is that a dime bag? One day it may be. One day you may be like buying your ammunition like this. Like, yo, you got that stuff, bro? You got that stuff? I got you. Boop. $100 million. Hard to mess up a pump, except how it's designed. You want a bead and an extended tube without paying extra. Stevens misses the boat on that. Yeah, so there's a couple things. So, number one, the most current 20-inch Maverick Model 88 was, damn, Dark, you got a cartridge with his name on it? That's an assassin. No. There's way more of a story behind it. That was actually sent to me by him, and it's a long story. But yeah, hold up. Dimes in a 10 sack. Do people even like sell 10 sacks anymore? People sell dime bags anymore? It's 2021, man. $10 is like, you could hide $10 bills all over your house and like literally forget where. So the new 20-inch model that I was just showing you, that Goy showed, 20 inches, 7+1, and they did it right because as a pro and con with this. This is a 7-inch tube that is entirely machined, all one unit, right? It is not a 4+1 shotgun that you turn into a 7 or 8+1 shotgun. It is from the factory, 7+1, fully machined tube, no dimples that you got to grind out or punch out. Like it's perfect. And those guns, It like the factory pistol grip. Now, I don't believe they actually come with them anymore. They used to. Let me show you all this. I hate the fact that Google just pops up, but it's just easier. So the factory pistol grip that comes on them is quite possibly the best pistol grip that exists for shotguns. Now, a lot of y'all will likely disagree with me, and that's okay. I encourage you to disagree with me because that is the beautiful thing about preference, right? Boom, here's one. Okay, so I will showcase this bad boy. Now, downsides. Okay, so let's say that you want to SBS the Maverick 88, which, I mean, you could, right? Like, crazier things have happened. If you wanted to SBS it, then you're not chopping that below, 18 and a half inches because the tube is fully machined, unless you swap out the tube and all that, which is going to cost you more than the entire cost of the effing firearm. So this is the pistol grip here. Let me see if I can get a closer view. Hold up, y'all. But I mean, for all my shoddy enthusiasts out there, like, you tell me, like, you can't beat an 870. Love the Maverick 88. Absolutely adore it. I think it is a remarkable platform, especially for. So listen to me. Not a remarkable platform for the cost. A remarkable platform, especially for the cost. Right? Two different things here. I don't want people to confuse that I'm saying, oh, it's nice because it's cheap, because that's not the case. That is a Hogue grip that will break, so don't look at that one. Here's a decent picture. It's just a literal, like, plastic, like polymer fiberglass infused grip. Like, it's just something about the ergonomics of it, the angle of it, the lack of a gap between the grip and the trigger guard, which is a problem on some shotguns. I'm trying to find a picture of the grip itself. All the pictures of grips are like stupid ATI aftermarket grips that suck dick. This one here. Okay, this is probably the best you're gonna get. Maybe I'll see if I can blow it up from the website. Sold. Oh yeah, look at that. Here we are. Yeah, it's just it's perfect. The angle is perfect. The finger grooves are perfect. The distance from the webbing of your hand to the trigger guard is perfect. Now, cross bolt safety, it's good, but I would have really liked to see the cross bolt safety back at the rearward of the trigger. The challenge is that is where, on the left side, that is where the pump release is. So it doesn't exactly make it like, you wouldn't be able to easily do that. Let's see what this sold. It's probably a very old auction, but let's see. 220. It sold for 220. And the first one that I had was a 5+1 18 and a half inch, and that was my baby. That I loved it. Now my go-to is the Serbu Super Shorty 870. I love it. That thing is like, it's my baby. Give me the bitch, you know. Let me go back here real quick. Okay. If it happens again, then do your thing. Okay. Yeah. Sorry, hold up. Let's see. Okay, Dirt McGirt, channel member. Gotta enjoy a shorty shoddy. So I still do have, what's up, Backdoor? I still do have the JC Higgins that you can actually like slam fire, right? Like that thing is great. Dang it. Someone's gonna snip that like video of me jerking off the air. Boys, I recommend reading books like Anatomy of the State. That's some good ish. I tell you what, that's what's up. Shorty shotties are beautiful. They are, and they are very, very functional. Um, I'm gonna get one with a stock though. Yeah, I mean you do. Oh, you mean a Maverick or a Super Shorty, Jeff? Because honestly, the Serbu Super Shorty, like its function to pistol grips is perfect, right? Because you have the pistol grip and then you have the vertical grip that folds down. It's kind of like a very narrow broom handle grip. It's kind of like holding on to a Glock 19 barrel, but it's I'll give it a Glock 21 barrel. I'll give it that. Um, but honestly, like for that function, it's perfect. I see people all the time that take a Serbu Super Shorty and then throw like a bird's head grip on it or throw like, a stock on it. Now, to do that, you would actually have to reclassify the firearm because the Alphabet Soup Boys say that once it is an AOW cannot have a stock on it because an AOW is transferred with a $5 tax stamp and SBS is registered with a $200 tax stamp. So they're not going to miss out on that $195, bro. Even though you went through the process of registering it as an NFA item, and even though you paid the government and waited for 6, 9, 13 months, it's, you know, got to play by the rules, baby. And I recommend all of y'all follow the laws. Oh, snap. Oh, the Maverick. That's what's up, man. Get one. I'm literally going to ask them at the LGS. My wife's upstairs. I don't want her to hear me talking about buying stuff at the local gun shop. I'm going to ask them to get me another one, same price. See if that'll come through. All right, all right. Tell them about our contest. So first off, Zach Carr, thank you for the super chat. Because you had given a super chat, this is your very special video that is all for you. Now, I encourage you. This one time I will play it back, but in this moment I will ask that you pay very, very close attention to the words that he is saying. Okay, I'm going to put him full screen. Oh, yep, there we go. I'm going to put him full screen. I want you to look at his words. His words are important. Okay. I want to see what y'all's guess is. Okay, so currently Zach Carr has a I only play by the rules. Crossbolt safety. I simple man. I see feet or shoddy. My PP get big. Thirsty. I'll tell you right now that I had to kick off my shoes just to cool down a little bit. But I think I was hot more so because of what happened by them putting a big red X on my video. You're not allowed to be heard. Jesus. Okay, so let's go back here. So Zach Carr with Toxic Patch Co. right now is doing a contest on Instagram. Okay, he has a lot of really great packages, like care packages, from I think maybe 8 different Instagram businesses. And what he's doing is if you go to his page, so go to Toxic Patch Co. on Instagram, And if you follow his page, like his post, and honestly, do the man a solid. Go through and just hit him with the tap 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 tap, just like all his stuff. Okay. After you're done liking a reasonable amount of his stuff, then go back up to the top and follow the rules of the giveaway. So you click on every person's name that has contributed something to the giveaway, follow their Instagrams, and then go back and leave a comment. Now, when you leave a comment, you can actually, that's an entry. When you go back and leave another comment tagging a friend, that's a second entry. If you go back and leave another comment tagging another person, that's another entry, and so on and so on. And look through the stuff. There's actually a lot of really good shit that they're giving away. I entered, and I usually don't do shit like that. Law following makes me smile. Let's stay above board. The Constitution is still a rule, isn't it? See, I love you guys. What's up, Dean? You missed the makeup tutorial. Goy, that's why I'm a Malsey fanboy. Malsey and Malsey accessories. I'd like a shockwave with wooden bird's head and fore end that Ash from Army of the Darkness look. I may still have a bird's head, like a custom. This dude from Korea was doing these sick custom, like mahogany colored bird's head grips with he would burn stippling into the underside. So the top was like a really rich, like beautiful mahogany color. Then the bottom had stippling burnt into the wood. And then the handguard was the same. It had this, beautiful mahogany color, or like a Bordeaux color, if you will, maroon, on the wood. And then it had stippling or checkering in the kind of shaped into it. It was dope. It looked like he literally burnt it into it and then sealed it completely with probably polyurethane or some type of shit like that. Okay. Dean, are you wondering which of us is the father? It ain't me. I can tell you that. All right. Interesting. Yeah, right. We should start a Me Too movement with us not having our natural rights protected by the Constitution. I don't get it. If you is demand, how come it still has commercials? Bro, they're still going to take money. That's the messed up thing. It's not, I thought you said demand, but it's demand. Does it still currently have commercials right now? Let's see. Oh, it's not even showing me. Yeah, look. Live. Bro. Hold on. Because it says freedom. That's what it is. Or they did a reverse image search on that, and they were like, "Oh my goodness, that's it. That's what gang members have." Just kidding. Just kidding. What it's supposed to look like is that on with a green sign. And again, it's not about the financial part of it. I don't give a shit if I make $12 from a video. And honestly, I'm over exaggerating. It probably wouldn't make that. It's the fact it doesn't have commercials. Okay. I don't know. It also depends on if you're running an ad blocker or if I got YouTube Premium. So yeah, $5 tax stamp. So AOWs only have a $5 tax stamp. I think he said, "I told you not in the B-hole." All right, all right. Shop smart, shop S smart. For an AOW, yes. Hold on. So, yes and no. Okay, there's two answers to this. What's up, Crumpy? I heard you were in here, but I can't see you. Yeah. Ordered a G-Lock upper from JSD using code DARK. Hell yeah, brother. Keep it going, man. Let your boy hold 5 bones. Let me get that up off you, cuz. I know, man. They're discriminating against my LGBTQI silent number 2-ish. We need to be gender fluid when filling out 4470 trees so us pow pow folks as a whole can claim this. Yeah. I see no ads. I bought a Big Brother Pixel. A Big Brother Pixel. Nice. Yes, what's up, man, dude? Honestly, everything that I've gotten from JSD was like on point, dude. Beautiful work. And I'm used to like all the other builds that I've done were like literally like eBay slides. And now, granted, like good quality stuff from good companies that just happen to also sell stuff on eBay. Like for an example, JSD Supply sells stuff on eBay. Um, a lot of great companies do. Freedom. Freedom. You guys heard that story? Bro. Yeah, dirt. Limited means nothing. Now, there's a difference between, and this is where I draw the line. So, when the algorithm and anywhere from 2, 3, 4 human reviewers come into your ish and they're like, oh my God, this is bad. No, advertisers don't want this. Like, we need to stop. Yellow dollar sign. Boom. What they do is they give you an opportunity to go back in, and I could, as a creator, click submit for review. So when I click submit for review, that sends it off to several people, who knows, half a dozen people at YouTube that sit down and actually literally watch it and come to a conclusion on if it should be yellow or green. And I refuse to do that. I've never done that in over 150 videos because I am not going to give them the ability to go back and dig up in the archives of all of the crazy ish that we have talked about and been like, whoa, that was spicy. Why did we allow this to move forward, right? When, we're talking about some really spicy stuff and we allowed that to move forward. But we're telling him no on anything that he talks about firearms at all. The moment you discuss firearms, boom, done. And now that's updated, that's in their TOS, in their terms of service, that simply like firearm content is a TOS violation. It's ridiculous, man. They're doing this on purpose. It's all part of the plan. Okay, and I want you guys to think of it. It is not like segmented. Okay, it may appear segmented, but this is all fluid. Okay, I want you to picture a world where, you know what? Let's go through an exercise together. I want you to picture 2 worlds. Okay, the first world, you can walk into any major store. You can walk into Walmart. You can walk into Dick's Sporting Goods. You can go in and buy a box of ammunition for $3.99. Okay. You can go in and buy a case of 22 for nothing. You can, buy defensive cutlery. You can buy gunpowder. You can buy like anything like that, right? You can go to the gun store and there's not some crazy shortage where everyone's buying everything and Glocks are $1,200. I have a picture from back in like June of this year where a used Glock 19 MOS was literally like on sale for like, or not on sale, but being sold for like $1,250. And guess what? It's sold. It sold. My brother bought one for like $850 used, because during that moment they're panicking. So sorry, different world. So you're going to the local gun shop, you're looking for deals, you find great used guns for great deals, you find spam cans of 545 and 762 by 54R, literal, 1200 or 1080 round cases of 762 for $159, 1,000 rounds of 9mm for like 179. And I'm gonna sound like some type of whatever you call them, fuds or boomers or whatever, but like, hear me out here. Now, in times like that, we operate in times like that with the same level of urgency that that environment requires. So we respond casually in those casual times. Some do. For me, I was like, I'm buying that up. I'm buying that up. I'm buying that up. I'm buying that up. 130, no problem. 150, no problem. 200, whatever. 500, okay, whatever. And I'm getting stuff. I'm getting stuff. I'm getting stuff. And I'm just stacking. I'm just buying it cheap, stacking it deep. And I'm not like sitting on hundreds of thousands of rounds, like, by any means. And I'm developing what I like to call an armory, right? It is not just a collection, right? Like, an armory, it's so important. If you truly believe that we're headed in the direction that we are, the armory is what is going to keep you safe, because an armory has spare parts. An armory has firearms that all take the same parts, that all take the same, have the same magazine commonality, that all take standard 5.56 mags, that all take the same gas tubes, that all take the same bolt carriers, and yada, yada, yada. Now, once you've achieved that armory, then you can go over and you can play games with other stuff. But when you play games with other stuff, it would be wise that you do so in a manner that, say, you're still using stuff that like law enforcement uses, or military and law enforcement, mostly uses. Like, I picked up a Beretta 92 FS, and I know that, if shit went crazy and the armory was gone, I would still be able to find mags and ammo for a 92 FS. Okay. Um, and you can go outside of that type of stuff, right? Like, I got crazy stuff in there that I would never actually consider using, initially in a situation. But the armory concept is important, because there becomes a standard, right? A standard in which, you have all of these double stack 9mm Glocks, that all of them take the same double stack 9mm magazines, and all of them can take 15 rounders, 17 rounders, 19 rounders, 24 rounders, 27 rounders, 33 rounders, and like, and have pistol caliber carbines that can take the same, magazines. But then you get into different parts too, right? So you got to also have a something common and available for sure. But you got to also have a the same setup for your rifles, right? Maybe it would be a good idea to build rifles that are mostly in 5.56, that take standard Stenag AR mags, that are all like carbine, gas tubes, that all take standard bolts, that all have the same buffer, system. Like, everything is the same, right? Now, you're not always going to hit the nail on the head, right? Like, I got some 10.5s, some 10.3s, some, 14.5 inch, some a completely different system that's a piston system that's 10.5 inches, but it still takes AR mags. And, you're going to kind of, not necessarily always hit the nail on the head every single time, but the concept is important. Like, you will be able to be more prepared if things go bad. That's all I'm saying. Okay. Once you achieve the armory concept, and once you believe that you have enough, whatever that is to you, it is an independent decision. Boom, you take it, you run with it. Now, for the other, um, hold on. The other world I want you guys to consider, okay? So I want you to consider a world where you walk into Walmart, you walk into Dick's, there are no firearms for sale. There's no ammo for sale. Yeah, I walk into my Walmart, like in real life, my Walmart down the street. I walk in, and the ammo case that I probably a lot of my shit that I'm storing now has come from, and the only thing they have in there are CO2 cases or CO2 canisters for air guns, and you can't get ammo. Now they have this whole commercialized bullshit like, prepper section where you can get machetes and freeze-dried ice cream sandwiches and like all this shit. Like, dude, I'm hold on. Sorry. Um, they're even turning the world of prepping into the consumerism bullshit that we talk about in every other area of the world, right? The Amazon shit, the Starbucks shit, like that mentality. Um, and then at the same time, your rights are being borrowed, your rights are being taken, your rights are being challenged. They start to say, you can't build guns. You cannot build guns. Like, those are scary ghost guns. We need to know who has them. We need to, and braces. Can't have those. Can't have those. Braces actually will let you register them as SBRs. We'll even pay the $200 for you. Yeah, yeah, and we'll expedite it for you. Yeah, but you can't just have them. That accessory needs to be regulated. Okay, the 80% frames and receivers, those gone. Even 0% frames and receivers would be illegal. Okay, and the ATF, which has 1,700 armed special agents, is doubling in size. They're going to have 3,400, likely almost 3,500 armed special agents at the same time that your rights are being attacked. Your rights that were given to you by God, by your version of God, by the world, by birth, by whatever you want to call it, those belong to you. Your rights for self preservation. Your machetes and ice cream, my man. Yeah. Those those rights are not only given to you by your creator or by the simple fact of you being created, those rights are supposed to be guaranteed by the government in accordance to the Constitution, of which they take an oath to fulfill. How's that going? And then you take a step back and say, okay, from 30,000 foot view, now we have all these people, these families, these companies, these non-governmental organizations, these 501c3s, these charities, all these different people outside of government that are really, you know, running the ball down the field. And it's like, shit, like, which version of the world do I want to live in? Frankly, I don't want to live in either one, because even when I told you, like, yeah, you walk in, you could just buy shit and it's cheap and it's whatever. Even that is me not getting my shit right, because if I'm not making the ammunition, if I'm not repurposing shit, to recycle and repurpose it, if I don't have the capability to create things myself, especially starting with water, food, shelter and security, several types of shelter, then I'm not doing my job. And I'm on the same journey as y'all, man. I'm looking for independence. If you look at every single stream I've ever done, I've put the word independence in the description. That's the goal. Sorry, y'all. You guys hear what I'm saying, though? You know what? There's probably a way that we can beat this. Let me see. Do me a favor. I've only asked this a few times. If you guys could go and, if you haven't already, do me a favor and shoot the thumbs up in the face, if you will. That little thumbs up icon, shoot it directly in the face. And afterwards, once we end the stream, comment. If you cast it onto a TV, if you share, if you do whatever, even share it to yourself. You can do it a couple different ways. Yeah, dude, I smell what you're stepping in. Already did. Pow. That's right. The other night we were like, shoot it in the face. Pow, pow. Yes, and Twat hit the thumbs down. Good. Good. I love them. Letting the Patriot Act stay active was the start of the end, bro. No matter what, they were going to find a way. Whether they were allowed to or not, they were going to find a way. You are the enemy. The sad fact is we won't see independence. We will bleed for others to see it. Likely. Or, what's even scarier is what I mentioned before, the fact that it's likely going to be our children or grandchildren. I don't know if they want to take the fight, man. Honestly. Thank you, Agorizer. I mean, think about it. If you had a choice, okay, and you had said, okay, we could go up against and fight overtly this generation that grew up tough as nails, fought in Vietnam, grew up with parents that, grew up in a depression, had nothing, made something, literally eat half their food out of a garden. I would say they likely don't want to fight them. Then they're like, okay, this next group of people, this next generation, there's some that are tough, but half of them kind of slipped away to this new way of living, to this new type of world where I was talking to another viewer, Ahmad, and we were talking about dial-up internet, right? Like, imagine trying to explain that to somebody that's like 18 years old. Like, back when I was a kid, we had to dial into the internet with a phone and use like numbers that were communicated across a phone line, and it sounded like a robot raping a lion. Like, they couldn't conceive that. And if somebody picked up the phone, interrupts the connection, and everything is down right away. And all my AIM instant messenger friends were all like, oh my God, where did Dart go? Right? They'd be like, yeah, okay, Grandpa, let's get you back to bed. Okay, let's get you to take a nap. Very, very different. We were raised very different. And I know not everybody is, in my age range, and my age range is around our number of viewers. So, like, if they had a decision to say, okay, well, this other generation, this other group of people, about half of them kind of fell into this new way of life. this life of convenience, this life of consumerism, this life of soy lattes and Starbucks rewards and getting your groceries delivered and all this shit, whatever. But that other half of them are some brutal patriots that are absolutely willing to put everything on the line to stand up and fight for freedom. And they were able to get a glimpse of what they thought freedom was. Was that real or not? You know, it's all a magic show, right? It's all sleight of hand. What you see is not what you get. Or, you know, we could fight these people with a rifle behind every blade of grass kind of thing. Or we could fight these next two generations. As a matter of fact, it likely wouldn't even be a fight because all of their water comes from us. All of their food comes from us. Their shelter comes from us. Security, yeah, we let them have their stuff, but they'll give it up. They'll give it up in the name of freedom. They'll get a poke or security, not freedom, sorry. They'll give it up in the name of security. They'll get a poke that they don't even know what it is. Okay? I'm talking about like Mike, Romeo, November, Alpha, poke with toxins and graphene, an extremely poisonous and carcinogenic metal. They'll get the poke in the name of safety, knowing that it is factual information that this was developed using cells from aborted fetuses. Sorry. Got to be careful with what you say. Be shut down. And they'll do it without a question asked. Not only will they do it, they will literally beg for it. Yeah, it is 100% factual. I mean, it's. I could pull up the link. When at first I didn't fully understand it, like Pepperidge Farm remembers Oregon Trail. Yeah, dying of what was it? Consumption, right in the middle of the game. Like, oh man, I didn't ration my food right, man. Dysentery. That's what it was. But here's the thing. This is where we get this all wrong. We go and we say, like, you know, I'm gonna prep, right? I'm gonna prep. I am gonna get so much water and I am gonna store it. I'm gonna get so much food and I'm gonna store it. I'm gonna get so many pow-pows and so many bullets and I'm gonna store so much. It's gonna be so dope. And all of it will run out. Just like the Oregon Trail, right? You can't pack everything you need on that one wagon. It is designed that way. It is designed to be a game of strategy. I'll give an example. So I was playing paintball last weekend. Now I know it's just paintball, right? But you have a team, okay? And the team is facing another team where you both are firing projectiles at each other that hurt pretty badly. I caught 2 in the head and 1 here, which the bruise is starting to go away, but 3 on my ribs. You know, I'm a big dude, you know, so I'm an easy target. But like sitting there communicating with the team saying like, okay, here's what we're going to do. We got to make sure, you know, we call out, we got to make sure we communicate. We got to make sure that we yell if we're shooting, if we're covering, if we're moving, if we're da 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 da. And like, let's look at the geographics of the map, and let's look at the elevated side. Let's look at the lower side, and like what are the benefits and advantages of each side, and the cover, and this and that, and it all that's important. But you know what? In the heat of the game, when you are running and diving and dodging and firing and clearing malfunctions and like a lot of that stuff kind of, I mean, it's there, right? You're still communicating, but it kind of becomes slop in a way. I mean, not complete slop, but a plan is important, but it is only like the bones of what you're going into. When you're out there and you're in the field and you're firing, and like I went black on ammo, like even in a game, I had that feeling in my gut, like, oh no. I came up with a plan too. I was like, all right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep heads down by firing like just the air. And like I stood up and I was like, I forgot the purpose of me even sharing this stuff. Like, um, it's it was interesting. Oh, but one of the things that I noticed was like, man, like I'm out of shape, bro. Like I'm not in the best shape. I don't have the best gear. I don't have the best gun. I don't have my shit's malfunctioning. My air's running low. Like I got a leak. I got that. Like it is so important to like make sure that you can give yourself an edge in every single category possible. Everyone has a plan until they get punched in the face. One of my favorite quotes, my only favorite quote from Mike Tyson. It's so true because you got that plan, you communicate about it, and you know, maybe once you're like, you know, reloading, moving, you know, like you communicate and then it kind of breaks down and it becomes like yelling, no more code. Everything is just like, you know, like you're like dodging shit. And we had a rule where like if you get hit with a paintball, then like whatever, like you know, you can call out if you want, but if it doesn't break and have splatter on you, you're not out. So you may get hit, you know, you may take the pain and but you got to look and see if you actually got splatter on you because if you don't got paint, you're not out. And that was very interesting. I actually almost got in a fist fight. This is with coworkers. Okay, I almost got in a fist fight with this dude because I got hit, and me being a person of good faith and integrity, when I got hit, I stood up and I raised up my hand and I said, "Out! I'm out! I'm out!" Gun down, pointed at the foot, like, and they saw me. Like when I was in the game, like I that rifle did not come down. Like the lowest it went was at a low ready, right? Like they were hiding from me and my boy, who's really, really, really good at that stuff. Um, and I stood up and I raised up my hand, you know, rifle down, and I said, "Out! I'm out! I'm out!" And this fool was looking dead at me, prone, and he went thump 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 and threw three more at me, and one of them was the one that hit me there where that bruise is, and another one hit my mask and like ricochet, like literally hit my head, and I got so pissed, and I just started walking towards the middle of the game, like paint's like flying, right? It's a small map, and I start walking over towards him, and I'm like flipping out. I'm like, what the fuck's wrong with you? Why the fuck would you do that, bro? You see me? I stood up, I called out, like what the fuck? And I lifted up my paintball gun and was just like, thunk, 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 and I just like laid it on him, and he was prone. So it's just like, tut, 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 tut. That was a bad. I should not have acted that way. That was a bad decision. Almost got in a fist fight over it. It would have been a quick fist fight, but you know. Got shot in the face mask. So funny thing, that dude that I hit, um, and I shouldn't have done that, but yeah, definitely went all ham. When I did that, I hit him in the face. Matt Matrix. Justice. Um, I hit him in the mask a couple times, and oh, 0 pointed. One dude got 0 pointed, and he had like a hole of missing flesh, like on the inside of his arm. And I was like kind of looks you got shot when you were like, I'm out. And I got whack. Like, oh, bleeding, like blue, purple. Like, it was so bad, man. Um, don't be anyone's bitch. Excellent, excellent quote. We should quote that. Don't be anyone's bitch. Flying Rich. That could be your channel motto. But after we go in the dead zone, and we're kind of breaking down, we're getting air back in our guns, we're getting ammo, paint, and just kind of like having like a little debrief. And our team is already talking about like the next map and what we're going to do in the plan. And we did something a little crazy, which is kind of cool. It's all about tactics. And I hear him like spitting out, and he's like, dude, like, I can literally taste paint. I hit him in like the spot where the vents are, and it like splattered, and it like got paint all in his mouth, which is like total karma. But I still should not have done that. That's all I'm saying. Um, but yeah, we were already talking about like tactics, and the next game was capture the flag. So and it's not like necessarily about like, oh, we're just all like super competitive, right? Um, but we're a little competitive, and we say, okay, what's the best way to play this? Say, well, we know that they're probably going to try X, Y, and Z. They're probably going to try to like send a team of like 4 shooters out, and then have the 4 shooters like lighten us up, and have 2 people kind of quietly like flank us and take the flag. And they have to bring the flag to our base. And we say, okay, well, let's do this. When they call start, and the game starts, we have one dude, this Asian dude, mad fast. Dude ran track like he's like crazy. Pain is better than taint. I mean, I would need to learn more about what you mean by that. And we said, okay, here's what you're gonna do. Lay down your rifle, and literally just dip, just pew, run for the flag, get it, and then you got 2 choices. Come back, depending on the circumstances, because you always got to have contingency plans. Come back to us for cover if you need to with the flag, and then we'll, move with you and cover you on our way to, the bad guys um, area, fort, what are we going to call it? I don't know. They're part of their map. Oh, paint in the mouth. Yeah, for sure. And so you could do that and come back to us, and then we move back with you. Or if you find an opportunity and you grab the flag, take it and run, gunless. Like, this dude is just like the Asian Flash. Like, he's just there. And of course, everyone's got a plan, right? So they get punched in the face. So he runs, he dips, and this dude is like Tom Cruise running, like, and he snatches the flag, and he starts to run towards the other people's base. And I literally see him just like, ooh, like button hook and turn around, and he starts running back to us. And I was like, all right, cover fire. So we all came up and just started. But like some of the other guys that were on my team, they don't know, like, never pop up in the same place twice, right? Like, even if you pop up in the same place, come from a different elevation, right? Like, that way, like, if you pop out, if you lean out and you let some rounds out and go back, Don't sit there and lean out to the same spot. At least, if you don't have another option, go down on your knees and then come out because you know where they're at, right? They likely aren't moving because they likely are going to pop out of the same spot. So then you aim for roughly the same area, knowing that you may have to adjust some, but you're coming out of a different spot lower, right? Next time, go prone. Next time, stand up fully. Next time, come from the other side, right? Like, or practice switching a rifle from, like, if you're on, like, we were literally behind these, like, wooden walls. This map was a castle, and it had, like, wooden walls you can get behind, but they had some boards that were, like, big enough to shoot through, but they were also big enough to get shot through, too. And if you need to practice, if you're right-handed, and you're leaning out like this, and you're pieing around the corner, and you're letting rounds out, switch the rifle over. So take it like this, and then take your fire control hand, make that your offhand, and then grab the rifle with your offhand, make that your fire control hand, and switch over to the left side, and then peer out the other side, which is freaky for some people because then they're like, okay, I'm XI dominant or whatever. Well, train, practice, play, like play paintball, play airsoft, get as familiar as you possibly can. And the most important thing is that none of this is about the Maverick 88. Always one to the face, two to the chest. Yeah. Maybe not in that order, but yeah. Two to the chest, one to the face. Failure drill. Airsoft is a great CQB training, but anything beyond that seems a bit of a bad idea. Bad habits are made quickly. Hold on, let me go back to that. That was good. Bad habits are made quickly, I believe. Yeah, for sure. And the biggest issue is, like, once you get bad habits, you know how easy it is to train with bad habits. I like to keep my fire control hand on control and switch shoulders, but can't do both. Oh, that's what's up. That's some contortion type shit. Contortionist. And full circle. Grenades and other force multipliers. Hell yeah. Yeah, unfortunately, they wouldn't let us use, like, flash grenades and smoke bombs. And so I literally called the company before I went out for a work event, and I, like, had, like, a bunch of flash powder. Like, I was gonna put flash powder together and make some flash bangs, and they wouldn't even expect it. They wouldn't even see it coming. Like, just walk down, from a fake wooden castle and just bam, like, oh, what? And get lit up. The other thing is, like, the goggles, the mask was fogging up, right? And then, you injure yourself. You run, jump, slide, and then boom, you injure yourself. And then, like, all these things you got to keep in mind. But what really, really made me, like, as far as, like, tactical application, like, what I took away from it is that even though I'm young, even though I'm a young dude, I'm a young dad, I'm, still kind of a kid, but definitely from a maturity standpoint, I'm still kind of a kid. But it made me realize, like, yo, like, you're getting older. You're not in the best shape. So you know what you need? You need some actual, real, good quality shoulder pads and knee pads, bro. Like, I literally, like, have them in my cart. I am about to order them now. I feel so old even talking about it, but, like, Blackhawk makes some really good ones that are very comfortable and very inexpensive, and they match my thigh rig and my carrier. But hey, back to the makeup tutorial. Just kidding. Jokes and jokes and jokes and jokes. Yeah, sorry. Let's see, 1,000 rounds of PMC 115 grain, 9mm for $4.25, a decent price. I don't know. That's almost 50 cents a round, dude. Shoulder pads for football or what? Never played football. Or paintball pants with them built in. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I definitely see the value after running and jumping on my knees, like on your knees is sus. Hey man, if you've ever been pinned down, 92 FS thigh holster was the most comfortable one I ever had. I got one currently that has a Black Hawk for a Glock. I put a Glock 26 holster on it, but that's because you can use a Glock 26 holster for virtually any Glock that that exists that's standard, size caliber. So like your 9mm, your 40, if people still shoot that, 357 SIG, 45 GAP, it should fit that. But it gives you the ability to say, okay, I'm going to rock a 26, I'm going to rock a 19, I'm going to rock a 17 or a 34 or a 17L or whatever, and it still, is straight in your thigh rig. The other thing is I would rock a 17 on my thigh rig and then a 26 on my plate carrier, and it just got like too much. So basically now I'm running a long gun, I'm running a sidearm, and I'm running a chin gun. And if I got to go beyond that, then whatever. I failed. Ooh. But never, ever forget that there are other things you can put in your kit that are very important and very energetic, like Monster energy drinks, for example. Just ordered a few boxes of SIG defense ammo, 124 plus P, 50 round boxes for $54 each, but got free shipping and 20% off. Figure about $1 around for good carry ammo isn't too bad. Yeah, I mean it's kind of common for like really good, high quality um, uh, defensive ammo, like jacketed hollow points and stuff like that. So, yeah. Oh man, I'm sorry, guys. I honestly was fired up earlier, and I'm fired up because it's not about me. It's not about the channel. It's not about. I mean that's a piece of it, right? But it's all part of the plan. Because in that same world that I described, where you can't find ammo and you can't find guns, and it's illegal to build guns, and the ATF is twice its size with twice as many armed special agents, like, guess what? You're not going to be able to find information on how to build guns. You're not going to be able to find information on, Maverick 88, if that was like truly the topic. I'm just honoring the episode number 88. But we had some good stuff on it. But I mean, like, if you can't even get, like, I learned how to, not learned, like, I perfected building guns by watching YouTube. I literally learned, and I always like tinkered and messed around with stuff, but I literally learned on YouTube. I literally build guns from shit from eBay prior to JSD. I didn't even know about Dude, do you know how many Glocks I would have built if I knew about JSD like 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 5 years ago? Like, factoring a percentage off cost wise on every single Glock that I've built, and then like noting the fact that it's better quality on every single Glock that I built. Dude, it's a no-brainer. But I will say, like, I am thrilled to hear, like, constantly, I'm getting hit up, and people are like, yo, like, thank you for the code. I just saved X amount. I bought, this lower. I bought this upper. I bought this kit. I bought, it's really, really cool to hear that. Sorry, I'm using a back scratcher. Don't judge me. Hey, if your back itches, bro. What am I supposed to say? Yeah, a lot of this stuff, man, I would say wait on, because the only reason these prices are as high as they are is because people are paying them. And yeah, if you just are the one person that's not buying stuff, okay, it may not make a difference. But if 42 people in this stream stop paying those prices, and those 42 people tell another 42 people, and then tell another 42 people, and those 42 people, so on and so on and so on. Like, dude, we can literally change the prices ourselves. We create the market, and then we bitch about the market. Like, we are literally in control of this. Man Against the Masses. When does the glowy lower come out? Probably about 2 weeks from now. Swamp Dogg is working on it with another company, and I don't have any like personal control over it, but I will tell you that it will be an 80% AR-15, 80% frame receiver piece of aluminum, whatever, and it will have the Kim light and DLD After Dark on one side, and the other 5 will likely have the DLD After Dark and Kim light on one side, and then on the other side of the magwell, it'll have the PWEDC logo, if you guys have seen that. Just bought one of the 26 frames with your code. Thanks, Dark. Hell yeah, that's awesome. Isn't that crazy? Like $69. You can get a Glock 26 lower for $69. Like, bro, that is stupid cheap. Yeah, let's check some things. Hold on. Ooh. Okay, hold on. I'll show this real quick first. So this is the last of the Mohicans, y'all. We had a couple orders come through, so we can't close it right away. But all of this, the September store, is going away. It will be gone, and this will not come back. I may try to get some orders of some samples in, because like I really, really, really wanted that hoodie, and the shirt and the pillow. I already got the semi-auto keycard shirt, which is not a machine gun, just in case y'all are curious. So yeah, this is your last opportunity to get anything from the September store. Again, like, not to push you to get anything. I'm just telling you. No glowworms. That's a good point. Does JST accept PayPal? That's a good point. I don't think they do, because PayPal is so ridiculous about their terms of service. That's the crazy thing, is like PayPal like won't work with firearm companies, but like you can buy every single possible thing that you need to buy for a like Glock build on eBay with PayPal. You just can't buy the Polymer 80 lower, which honestly you should be able to buy 80%ers on eBay. There's literally no reason why you can't. It's a piece of plastic. Like, there should be no reason. Hold on. I saw the Sopranos movie. I liked it. I didn't even know there was going to be a Sopranos movie coming out. Rick Marshall, isn't freedom fun? Yeah, dude, it literally just like tickles me when people are like, "Oh yeah, like I never would have considered building something, but I bought this because it was like, X amount, like so much cheaper. And I put together my first like Glock build. And dude, that feeling, like I see it in them. It's awesome. Um, I like it, but it seems everyone else didn't. Oh, that's unfortunate. I'll check it out. I'm penis is pump action. There is a way to see like new movies for free. Um, just ordered a blue glowy patch yesterday. Hell yeah. Those are probably going to be sold out pretty soon. I know we sold out on the regular ones like right away, but the glow in the dark ones are going to be sold out. And the last ones I have here in this little bag are going to be like the last ones in the world because these aren't going to be done again either. We're probably going to figure out a way to do the PWEDC patch through Toxic Patch Co., but it's going to be a while, like months because they do their launches in a very particular way. I had a dream speed. East Coast had a complete power blackout. Damn. Don't tell me that, dude. I'm not ready for all that. Did you shoot that POS 1911? Yeah. Oh, yeah, you got a 38 Super, right? You were going to shoot? Hold on. I don't know what you're sending me pictures of. Oh, that's weird. I don't know. It may have been YouTube or an accident. I don't know. Um, okay, but going over to the thing that I was originally going to look at, I just wanted y'all to know that that is going to be gone probably within the next day or two, maybe Monday at the latest. I mean, we could probably just click go live right now, but we have a couple surprises in there, and it's going to be super dope. One of the shirts is going to be like the coolest thing for the community ever, but like cringe if you would like don't wear it to Thanksgiving, okay? Like if you have a family, you may want to consider. No, I'm kidding. It's not that bad. Um, hold up. What the hell? Hold up. Bro, it's not letting me go to JSD Supply. Like, what the hell? Back to safety? What? I don't give a fuck if my connection's not. Hold up. What the fuck is going on? Dude, see, something has been like crazy going on with my computer, and it didn't let me get on StreamYard for like an entire freaking day. I feel like everyone is trying to silence me. He had a family situation come up and he wasn't able to make it. I was going to have Babyface P come back on, and he wasn't able to make it. He had a family situation arise. Working for me. What's working for you? Computer aids, yeah, basically. Hold on, let me see. Try one more thing. Dude, hold up. I'm gonna have to go incognito. Dude, what the? I can't even go to JSD Supply right now? Like, what's the deal? Oh, well. Well, I was going to pull this up and be like, see, look, I put it in the cart and I put in the code, and this is how much it is. So you can actually see it as opposed to me just talking to you about it. But yeah, you can get Glock 26 80% frames and receivers right now on JSD Supply for they're 79. Usually they're 79 plus $10 shipping, which would be $89. But when you enter code DARK, you get $10 off plus free shipping, and you get it for 69 bucks. So there you go. I'm gonna have to figure out. I want a 3XL tall. I'm 6'5" and 335. Holy moly! This dude is like 7'13". God damn. You know what I want to read about? I want to read about that guy, Nobel, that that discovered nitroglycerin and tetranitroptoluene, developed TNT. I want to read up on that dude. Um, oh, the other quick thing is I did a post on my on Instagram today, the DLD After Dark Instagram. A lot of you know already, I have the DLD After Dark Instagram, but I also have the other one, Muzzles Up, Muzzles Up, like the muzzle of a cannon. Check out both. If you could go and hit up that post, it's something that I purchased. Also, is my religion is my culture. Um, oh, nice. Thank you, guys. Um, Yeah, check it out because it's something that was like super nostalgic to me that I was like, okay, I've been wanting to purchase one of these handguns for my entire life and I haven't done it. And I wanted to purchase one not only because it is an excellent firearm and I can shoot ping pong balls at 25 yards, um, like literal headshots at a silhouette at 100. Like you can keep it within 6 inches at 100. It's crazy. Um, but more so because of the movie Die Hard. I was like, okay, I have a choice here. I am either going to purchase, I don't even want to say it. You got to go look. You got to go look. And shout out to The End Is Near Beware because the background that I used for the picture that I took for that Instagram post was actually donated to me by him. It is a belt of 250 rounds of 7.62 by 51 NATO. So my culture is my religion. I say. All right, don't spam it, bro. You can say it. Don't spam it. All right, somebody ban this Chop guy. Chop Gear Chop. He's probably a car guy. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Don't. I'm joking. Yo culture. I know Gurchop is on one. He is on one tonight. But if there is anything you know about Gurchop, it is that his culture is his religion and something about like 140 yards and like this and that. I don't know. I don't remember. Um, yeah, no, I appreciate you guys, man. I just kind of wanted to come on and chat for a little bit. I wasn't expecting to, you know, get all like dramatic about what YouTube did, but it's one of those things I just got to deal with, you know? Um, I'm pissed because it's going to potentially keep people from like waking up. Now, this stream may not make people wake up. some of the things that we talked about, like the idea of like what life looked like and what life looks like now, what it could look like in the future, that could cause people to at least do research and maybe, just maybe, find out that we're fucked. That we're fucked. That you're fucked. That I'm fucked. That we're all fucked. It just may not be right now. Sorry. I'm not getting the AUG because of Die Hard. I've considered it. I actually had one. I have a picture of one held aside in my last gun store, just sitting there, and I took a picture of it. And I was like, thought about it for a day, came back, and I put that joint back out on the shelf. I don't know. It's just not like I don't necessarily like want the Beretta and the MP5 only because of Die Hard, but it's very nostalgic in that regard. Um, you know, it's a Beretta 92 FS. Like, how could you ever go wrong? Plus, it was either that or an MP5, and I'm like, I am not about to spend several $1,000s on an MP5. If I was going to drop several stacks on a firearm, it would absolutely be the Scar 17S and 7.62. But y'all know that. Y'all know that. All right, I'm going to cut it a little early tonight, y'all. I appreciate all you guys coming in. Just remember, every opportunity that you get, it is vital to thank the Maverick 88 gods for what they have provided us. Okay? Your handguard and your stock, they guide me. Just kidding. Sorry. Please forgive me, Lord, for I've sinned over and over again. All right, cool. Thank you all for popping in. I appreciate you guys kicking it. I will go in HK Slap. See, but I get to fulfill that by like my CZ Scorpion, right? I get to do the HK Slap and that. Everything else is like, eh. So I'm probably going to get a threaded barrel for the 92 FS and then send it out to Ford's Custom Gun Refinishing to get it in a complete brush chrome with matte rounds. It's going to be pretty sick. Pretty sick. It's expensive though, man. I thought I remembered it being cheaper. But I'm already starting to lose my voice and I don't have any more drinks out here. So I appreciate you guys coming on and kicking it with us. I'll tell you this, okay? You guys mentioned about like bad habits, training with bad habits. It is so easy to train with bad habits. So I'll leave you with this quote. The chains of habit are far too light to be felt until they are far too heavy to be broken. Building habits, and I think that was, who was it? It's literally in my head. Oh my God. When it comes to me, I'll reshare it. It's very easy to train with bad habits. Get actual training. Go out, get your gun, run your gun, go do a 3,000 round course or something like that. Like, go train and practice as much as you can. Now, at a time like this, blowing through 3,000 rounds, like, yeah, that sucks. Nobody wants to do that right now. But, Dan Cooper was and he made the physics so dumb. He is Superman just for that. And is near Beware. What's up, brother? You said something earlier that I missed. Dermagrid said, peace, homies, and those that identify as a dilder. DLDR. Yeah, we are so fucked. Yeah. All right, y'all. I'll leave you with this. As I always say, be kind. Please be kind. It is so important to be kind. It's important for the people that you're around, and it is important for you. When you are kind, you will live a happier life. You will be happier. You will notice that things happen to you more frequently because you're kind to others. Now, don't use that as a reason why to be kind, because we should honestly just be kind because it is our job. That is rule number one, right? Next to like rule number like 42, always carry a knife. Rule number 37, always carry a chin gun. Um, things like that. So um, I should probably develop the DLD rules. And I'll just put like, I'll spend days and days and days and hours working on it. And then I'll just put rule number 1, be kind. Rule number 2, don't annoy Dark. Yeah, sorry. So be kind. It will make a huge impact on your life, to you and to others. Also, live a life of contribution, care, giving to others. It's so important. Give back to others, your community. Go help your neighbor, right? My neighbor was outside, and she is a very attractive Spanish woman. But aside from that, her and her mother were outside, like picking weeds. I shared with you guys weeks ago. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to go help them. And I went out and I just helped them. I helped them pick weeds and flowers and like bag them up. And, you know, it's the right thing to do. Saw a lady, a very, very, very old lady, like in her 90s, that hit a curb and got a flat tire. And she was going to be stuck. She was going to be fucked. And I helped her because that's the right thing to do. So be kind. Realize that a hand that's open to give is open to receive always. What you give into the universe is what you'll get back. So give positive energy. And of course, be compassionate, care about other people and stuff like that. But more importantly, please, please become highly skilled in violence. Become so skilled in violence and do it in a disciplined manner. I am not saying that anyone should hurt anyone or do anything, but it is your job to become very skilled at violence for the purpose of one day maybe needing to use it for self-preservation, regardless of who that may be up against. Okay? The other thing is just be the most dangerous motherfucker that you possibly can be. And I love y'all. I'm going to go on voice chat for a little bit. I'll probably be on there for, an hour or so. But love y'all. Peace. And go do something to be as self-sustainable as you possibly can. Oh, and I got strawberries. I actually have pictures of like strawberries growing. Like we did it. We fixed it. We did it. Yay. All right. Love y'all. Peace.